What's up, party people? Happy, what is today? Tuesday? Happy Tuesday, gang. It's 9:26. We actually made it bright and early and on time. Bright-eyed and bushy-tailed over here. And like always, just give us a half a sec to get set up. But let's see, checking out this market on the 1 hour, it almost looks like, you know, pretty crazy head and shoulders right there, right? Boom, 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 boom. But we're hitting this resistance point right here, which is a pretty obvious line right at the 25,600s. Now, if we lose that, obviously coming down to probably the 500s, I would think relatively quickly. That seems like a pretty obvious area of liquidity and support. From there, we'll just see. I mean, we had a massive head and shoulders play out last time we hit the 830s, which is what we're doing now. You know, we came up here and then boom, boom, just had a massive, massive, massive sell-off day. So definitely a wait and see and be slightly patient day. And kind of see what happens at open here, you know. Are we going to get a push up and it's just going to trap all of these bears and now we're ripping all the way back up to retest the, 830s or even up here to the 862s? Or is it just going to be an aggressive sell-off? I think it's going to be a big move regardless, which isn't very helpful. It's either going up or it's going to go down. It's going to do something. Oh, God. Man, I hate when this gets all messed up, too. Oh, Miguel, what's up, Bubba's? I know, that's what I'm... Oh, jeez. That's not a very helpful view. That's what I'm trying to kind of determine right now is whale. Are we pumping it open or are we just tanking it open? And I'm honestly not 100% sure. Man, I wish this thing would work for once. Why does this not work? We can select the stream. That's the stream that we want. Now show me the chat to the stream. Why could you not show me the chat on this page? Let's see, 9:28. We got just 2 minutes here to kind of mess around and see. Why can I not get it up here? Refresh, select. We already selected. That seems awfully silly. No. It is what it is. Oh, geez, look at that. I'm showing all my stuff up here. There's my OBS screen. Look at how chaotic this looks right now. You can see a little bit of it. Whoops. There you go. So these are the stuff I click on. These are my different screens that I click through. My different kind of stuff, logos, stuff like that. Showing you guys all the magic now. Ooh, 9:30, market's open. Let's see what the heck we do. Man, Miguel, you are right. Look at this rip so far. If Miguel's target is 670, basically. He thinks he's going to have a nice little rip up to 670 here. Let's see. How long have we been selling off, though, for? This is Tuesday. Man, so Monday close. Sorry about that. So Monday close, we ripped up after hours. Basically came down, cut through that yesterday's close, bounced back up a little bit. Man, ripped up to get some liquidity. And now I think downs might be the way. 931 though. It's still kind of early to just jump in. I mean, again, I've been doing pretty well the last couple days at being patient, so I don't know if I should really kill that streak now, but we're breaking through that support, those support zones we talked about. Hold on, let's move over to the 5 minute. Got just a little support line here. That's Monday's low. If we break Monday's low, then yeah, definitely, you know, screaming to the 500s, I gotta imagine. So unfortunately, as always, it's a slight wait and see. Wait and see, wait and see. Sorry, gang, I'm trying to get everything organized and situated for us here. Oh wait, why does this have orb? Man, I try to wait for the first 5 minutes now, but honestly, it kind of seems like it just wants to keep going, going, going. How's everybody else looking? How's ES looking? ES basically did the same thing. IWM popped down, now ripping back up. Q's fell pretty darn hard. Nvidia's fallen pretty darn hard. Man, yeah, I gotta imagine that our target is at least the 500s. Again, I don't want to just bobble this. We're just going to go in with something small. I'm just going to do 2 micros to test. Because again, it's 9:33. It's kind of early for this move. I'm sorry, not early for the move. It's early for me to trade. For this exact reason. Right now we're looking at the 5 minute, which is looking pretty ugly on the 5. On the 1, shoot, man. Yeah. I still kind of think shorts is going to end up being the way, but we just have a little bit too much volatility with these first 5 minutes. I mean, this has kind of been the textbook Nasdaq lately. Is going down to the bottom of the 5 minute range, ripping up to the top of the 5 minute range, and then ripping right back down again. Gonna get stopped out. Ooh, maybe not. I thought we were gonna get stopped out on 1. Shoot. Well, it's a good thing we went in a little bit later. I don't even have my second stop out yet, which I probably should. Kind of trying to form maybe a bear flag though. How much time do we have left? We still have 30 seconds left of this candle and of this 5 minute. Gonna move one of the stops down to the body, the other one to the top of that wick there, because obviously I was just wrong a little bit early. We will put it to the top of that wick actually. Hey, morning driving obsession. How we doing, bud? Good to see yous. Trying to jump into this bearish sentiment a little bit early. Ooh, and SPX is actually getting pushed back up. We're gonna drop this back down. Probably just let him get stopped here. I think we're gonna get a push back up now instead. Little early. Little early. Look at that. And again, why we remind ourselves, hey, maybe don't take a trade for the first 5 minutes. The first 5, you know, it's 100% just kind of like a gamble based on sentiment, right? I mean, we were seeing bearish price action as well. It helps support the decision, but Still, always a good reminder, be patient. Yeah, man. Agreed. Always reasonable to wait for the first five. Yep, which right now we're right in the middle of it. So 639's top, 560's bottom. Almost a 100-point range. This is the 5-minute again. So we used a lot of selling. A lot of selling on that one. So who the heck knows? Sellers actually might be exhausted. That's what that's showing. We used a lot of sellers and it actually didn't go too low. But again, I don't know how much weight I put to this stuff yet. I kind of haven't been using it as much. I do like this indicator. This one's just a little bit much. All right, come on, Nasdaq. Let's get a good day out of yous. We need a good day. Previous body's at 618, which we're about to test right now. And again, our high's been 640, so it'll be interesting to see. We're underneath VWAP. We're underneath EMAs. I mean, everything looks perfect for us to go down, except for the rest of the market is pumping. Oops, that doesn't work. Slide that down. Average 5-minute candle range for the last previous 10 candles is 26. And we're right at that. Basically, well, we're at 40. We're at 40 points from the low of this candle right now. We still got 2 minutes left of it, so it's pushing pretty good. Pushing pretty good. Yeah, really pushing. We just broke out of our 5-minute range now. Basically, this candle right here, it's hard to see, but right where the crosshair is, that's the top of our 5-minute range. So we don't have a full candle closure above it yet. We have a wick above it at the moment. Come on. Let's do something exciting. Basically, we're coming up to kiss VWAP now. VWAP is at like 565, something like that. Man, rejection off a 5-minute orb. What does that mean? That might mean we're what? Nope, just broke another new daily session high. Man, yeah, look at that. Still ripping. SPX is really ripping. Huh. Yeah, it did. It bounced perfectly from the previous day low. Yeah. Boom, right there. Just had one tiny little wick below it, 2 little wicks below it, and then... Which, again, silly entry point for me, huh? I literally entered. Yeah, shoot. Whoa, 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 whoa. There's a rejection. There's a little rejection. Wow. What are our Londons? Oh, geez. London high is at 713, so that's still 100 points above us. Asian high, 700s. We took out Asian lows technically. That was 644. The kiddo's got a new game of Operation, but it's like Yeti version. And so that you might hear like some crazy roars in the background right now. They're playing it. Oh, boom, 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 boom. That's our 1 minute. Here's our 5. Still a lot of room to sink on the 5. Man, I don't know. I was bearish on the day. I tried to jump in short and it didn't work. Now we're making new highs. And we're making higher lows. So there's really no reason. Yeah, Miguel, VWAP touch. Now let's go for 480s. I mean, that's what this morning. That's what I was saying. This morning I was saying, you know, probably gonna break, go down to 500s, maybe 480s. But right now we're making, you know, higher high, higher high, higher low, higher low. You know, this is on the 5 minute. So I don't know. It's a hard one. It's just one of those. Oh wait, we got come on, guys. We got jolts at 10 o'clock, right? Who is on that? Who's on our news today? Who's supposed to be on our news? Let's see. Jolts, December 9th at 10 a.m. Yeah, so don't forget about that. I mean, who knows? Jolts should be, you know, should create some type of a blip, you think. Otherwise, I agree, Miguel. I would love to, you know, I'm very tempted to short, but it's kind of like what I talked about in that video the other day. Like, this would be a short where I would enter right now with 1 micro thinking like, it's only 1 micro, you know, we're only risking 30 points. And then if it goes up to VWAP, I'll do another one. And, you know, half the time it works out and it sinks for you. But then the other half, you know, because we're betting against market direction kind of, well, morning direction. It's a very conflicting one, right? Underneath VWAP, underneath EMAs. EMAs look great. I don't know. You'd think you'd be able to short pretty safely to 580, but again, now I'm talking myself into it, talking myself out of it. I kind of want to try it. But this is like a hope and a poke again. We don't do hope and pokes. Look at this. Higher high, higher high, higher high, higher low, higher low, higher low. So, I don't know. I guess we're going to try one just because I'm a little bit like, Well, especially because I already lost a trade. See? There you go. Now we got the bad decisions. Ooh, new 5 minute. Again, another higher low. Shoot, guys. 9:45. If it can come back up to these bodies, 639, I'll try to add another one. It is going in the right direction that we want it to go in now. There you go. This is our first, oh god, dyslexia kicks in, right? And then I start getting blah, 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 blah. So this is our first la 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 la. So lower high, no, higher low, higher low, higher low, and now this is a lower low. I don't know. Getting a little push back up. Hopefully it's not an engulfing, because that would be kind of confusing too. We're forming a little bit of a bull flag on the 5 minutes though. Look at that, I'm trying to drink my microphone. All right, what do we got, Nasdaq? What do we got? What do we got? Still got 4 minutes left of this 5-minute candle. Yeah, shoot, I don't know. This is kind of truly a hope and a poke, you know. This isn't based on setup. It's just based on sentiment. Very ugly bull flag, but it is still kind of pushing. Qs. Oh, Qs. Why did you get all screwed up? This is the orb one I use, if anybody's curious. Get that cash, man. Oh, there you go. I never even saw that before. So that added never got snagged. We broke another new, so lower high here, lower low. It's going in the right direction we want it to go in. This is on the 5 minute, so again, this gives a little bit more credence to the play. Might actually just bring this down in profit now. That's a kind of a dumb place though. Bleh. I was trying to target at least 10 on it. Alright, let's get into a good trade. Let's get into a good trade. Testing 600s now. Let's see if we lose 600s. Just kind of nervous of overall market sentiment right now. And it could be that we're just waiting for jolts. But still kind of pushing. Average is still 31. Still pushing, still pushing, still pushing. That was my original entry. So maybe we can at least get a better entry, but it's 9. We got 30 seconds till 9:50. Gamma Greg, what's up, Giovanni? What's up, buddy? I've been watching our friend over there at Roche Capital. I still don't know how to say his name correctly. Hopefully it's Roche. I have no idea. But I like his style, man. Looks crazy. Be careful. Yeah, I really like that 5-minute play. I like I guess the Ram style. Though frustratingly enough, and maybe I just haven't explored it enough. I can't really find a good video of him just explaining it. You know, he has enough lives where you can kind of follow along and you get the good tidbits there. But I haven't found like a good hey, here's a 15-minute what is RAM? Like, this is what I'm looking for. These are my entries. These are my exits. I haven't found that video yet. So if you've seen one, you know, send it to me. Let me know. But yeah, I really like working off the 5-minute now instead of the 1. That slowed me down a lot. His strategy is the RAM just started. His strategy is pure. And did he coin that phrase? Is that like something that he's doing? to his tomb where he teaches it. Man, he's a little intense with all that stuff. I mean, it's clever, right? You need to have your thing. Tomb. Man, still pushing. So I guess I don't hate that stop out. Though it did, I mean, it hit 600s. I should have chose a better target. Oh, it is his. Okay. Oh, no way. Roach action method. Well, it makes sense. You know, I'm trying to YouTube like, man, I gotta find my shit then. You watch a few of his live streams, you'll get it. Yeah. And that's what I was thinking too. For the most part, you know, I caught along. Or caught on. It's a very simplistic looking chart. You know, it's nice to look at. Man, I'm going to have to come up with my own acronymed method. What is mine going to be? Mine will just be like, you know, like it'll eventually be like the GOAT trading playbook or something like that. And it'll literally have my goats on it. That's my differentiator. Man, that pissed off a lot of people too when I was on the BDH. People were like, what is his qualifications? How did he get selected? I was just like, man, I got goats. That's it. Got 2 goats. And they said yes.
I got goats.
You got goats? I think the kids got goats, technically. We got the kids' goats. Saying you got goats. Which is too stinking cold here. My camera's not even working. The goat cam's not working.
There's an issue with the internet, not the weather.
This is them. This is the live. This is a replay. That's interesting. How do I go live? Okay, well, what time? 9:40 to now. So we've been in 15 minutes of chop 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 chop. Man, I gotta get my production value up. Like I need like one of those little, I need like a little sushi guy here chopping up some sushi. Pop 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 pop. That'd be cool.
Stocks and sushi?
Well, no, just indicating chop. If it's a choppy market, I want a little choppy guy going. That's what we need. I need a little laugh track. So when I'm not funny, I can pretend like I am anyways.
You want this in the background?
That sounded like a seal. Doesn't sound like a. Sounded like a seal. Turning off. Why are you not turning on? I don't understand. You stupid thing. Alright, let's long this. Charles! What's up, buddy? How's everything been in your world, man? Good to see ya. Hopefully your eyes aren't bleeding from all the, you know, screen time watching those silly... Like, what is it? You gotta watch your harassment videos, all the onboarding videos, the company culture videos. Oh, let's gamble today. Don't you get me excited, man. Don't you get me excited. I'll throw on a gamble for you. Let's see. Let's long. It's all price action. No indicators. No confusing signal. Just read what it's doing. Go, Craig. Yeah. I like it, man. I know. I'm pretty close to... how long have I had this indicator now? I think only 10 days. Had this indicator for 10 days. I'm pretty close to over it. Like, I'm not really getting too much value out of this anymore. It's just such a kind of... And this is the 5 minute. It's just such a congested screen. The 1 minute looks equally as chaotic. And I just haven't found any reliance on it yet. In all honesty, again, I feel just kind of like this guy's saying, I feel a lot more reliance on watching the average of, you know, the 5 minutes. I mean, it's really consistent too. Look at this. So 30, you know, is average range. There you go. I mean, 30 on that candle. Yeah, 30 on this candle. I mean, again, it's the last 10 candles, but so this one only has 26 so far. So I guess there's a good chance it's probably going to push maybe just a little bit higher, or vice versa, it's going to push a little bit lower. So wherever the next candle, you know, if the next candle opens up here, yeah, there's a good chance you get at least a 30-point move down over the next 5 minutes. It's a damn good concept, man. I really do like it. And it's actually brand new, so today's the day that I unfortunately have to admit to you guys that it's my concept. I was the one that created it. And actually, Nico has been copying me. I've been developing it in my basement for the last year. And somehow he got the released stuff before I got to rock and roll with it. So ES is still pushing. IWM has a nice bull flag playing out. Nvidia is still kind of dragging a little bit. Huh. They've just been kind of range bound. Qs are looking real wicky in both directions. I mean, a lot of uncertainty. Again, ooh, it's 9:57, guys. So just reminder. We have 3 minutes until Jolt, so it might be a terrible time to put a trade on because you never know when that stuff gets released early. Again, that's what happened to me like 3 weeks ago on a Tuesday, something like that. News got released 5 minutes early, and the market jumped like, I don't even know, it's like 150 points or something like that instantly. So slipped my stop loss. I ended up losing $800. $800 because of that slippage. Again, just choppity 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 chop. Slowly. I mean, that almost looks like a very nice bull flag actually, except for it's a very elongated one, but it's almost as good as you can get. Actually, yeah, look at if you look at the 5 minute. That's a beautiful 5 minute bull flag. Look at that. Beautiful. It's almost as textbook as you can get, minus the jolts coming out. So, we will wait and see. We got 1 minute and 10 seconds. And even look at our 1 hour right now. Look at this. A doji on a 1 hour is nuts. I mean, we still got a minute for it to pop up, but still. Yeah, it's gonna pop up just a little. Let's see. 30 seconds. What are you guys thinking? Is Jolt's going to be a nothing burger? Is it going to rocket ship us? Are we going to tank? What's the move? What's the gamble? Who's playing it? Bull flag still playing out. Just starting to break these wicks. 5 seconds. Oh, nothing burger? No way. Charles goes longs, baby. Huh, kind of a nothing burger. Look at that. I mean, maybe it's delayed. I don't actually have a, blotter up or anything like that. Or maybe people just don't care anymore. I mean, I guess. Inflation is stabilizing a little bit, I guess. At the very least, talks of inflation are stabilizing. So does that in itself stabilize it? There you go. That's a pretty nice wick. I don't want to jump in early, but it looks like longs are going to be the play. We haven't broken out of our orb. We haven't broken out of our 15-minute range yet, which would be a break of 654. So let's get a 654 break, maybe a little bit of a retest, and then we can join longs with a little bit of certainty. Right now, we're technically underneath VWAP. The EMAs are curling to the downside. So we're being bullish in a bearish market. 10:01. Yeah. I don't know. Everybody's having the same uncertainty. That's what, like, these candles are a little uncertain. This is a pretty darn uncertain 5-minute candle. The 1 hours are still looking uncertain. A little bit of uncertainty at the moment. I keep flip-flopping. I keep thinking, like, all right, seems to be pushing, so maybe longs are the way. But now that it's 10:02 and it hasn't pushed yet, I'm kind of flip-flopping my sentiment to now thinking, you know, these bulls don't really have a lot of strength in them, do they? Here's a VWAP test, 650. There we go. Actually exploded through VWAP, 660. Let's see what levels we got. Oh yeah, I mean, right here we're ripping. We could go up to 690 pretty easily, and then we'd want to see what happens at 700. I mean, at the end of the day, it was a beautiful bull flag. There's just too much stuff around it, you know, too much uncertainty around it. So now we want to see what kind of a retest do we get. Is this a fake out breakout, or are we going to get a nice retest and then we can join? So again, 15. Hold on, let's switch. The upper range of orb was 653, which we're literally at right now. So that's what we want. We want it to break, we want it to retest, and then we want to see if we can join the party. Or is this a liquidity break just for us to go kaboom? We shall see. EMAs are slowly starting to curl. So again, one of my silly little rules here, and I try to stick to it, though sometimes it feels silly about, you know, sticking to it. But as if we're underneath VWAP, we're underneath EMAs, we're not looking for longs, we're only looking for shorts. So technically this would be the, not technically, but this would be like the highest short point we'd go, since the VWAP is right here. But we need confirmation. That's a really good wick pushing us down. We have only 8 seconds before our next 5-minute candle. I want to see what it does. Average range now is 34 points. And then look at the EMA right here. Just starting to curl. So that could give us credence to the long as well. If we pop above this, these start to shift. You know, white line goes above blue line. We're above EMA, or we're above VWAP. Then I would say longs are definitely the way. Hey, that's mine. That's my sweatshirt.
Well, you're mine, so what's yours is mine.
35, 47. Still having resistance against VWAP here. Kind of hate when we're in spots like this, I guess, if I'm being honest, because it makes it really hard, for me at least personally, to put a trade on. You know, this and this is telling me shorts are in play. This is telling me that longs might be in play sooner than later. So it's kind of in that no man's land where I want it to break like 600s, but then again, do a retest of 600 so I can go short, or I want it to break VWAP and then do a retest if I want it to go long. But in both directions, it's like if you could just put the trade on right now, you'd be so much safer. And it'd be a pretty darn good move in both directions, you know? It's 30 points in either direction right now. You flip a coin, choose a direction, you're going to get 30 points to see if you're right or wrong. But it's 100% a gamble. I guess insanely enough, I'm still leaning towards shorts.
Oh my god!
Even though we're starting to curl up. Snoop?
Yeah.
No way.
Where was he yesterday?
No, you're not having a drink.
Where was he yesterday?
Yesterday, he was sitting on top of my coffee cup. So we were thinking maybe he did it like a hot tub. You know, he's hanging out there like a hot tub.
Where did he hide the day before?
I can't remember. I don't know. These days are running together because that was a couple of late nights.
If you guys remember where he hid, tell us.
Well, I don't think they saw it. There was just the one time he was up here. Oh, I think he was like back in that section somewhere. Yeah, he likes to stay in this room, I guess.
He has never left it. The only time she's left this room is to hide a new tea. You were so mad.
Yeah. Yeah, obviously you guys know Elf on the Shelf. We also have a Snoop on the stoop for myself. So there's a Snoop that watches over me.
Making sure he's behaving.
Making sure.
Making sure he makes money.
Making sure. Making sure of a lot of things.
Okay, come on out here.
Hey, Sod. What's up, buddy? Doing good, man. Not the best trading day so far. We're down about 100, unfortunately. Not the worst day in the world, but thought I saw, I mean, I guess not even confirmation, but we just had a solid trend going in this direction. So we entered a short, and we even talked about when we entered the short, frustratingly enough, that it was a premature entry. So I only entered 2 of them thinking that we were, you know, relatively safe at least, but it was 100% a hope and a poke, and it did not work out. We're seeing a little bit of weakness over here on SPX now. It came back down to touch this 9 though. So that could be its kind of like little springboard to go back up. If it cuts through this, SPX has a long way to go to the bottom of its range. So I think that would pull NQ down pretty well. IWM is starting to get a little iffy. Still very wicky on Qs. So it's hard to do anything with big wicks. But I'm getting itchy. I'm getting closer, I feel like. We're getting closer. We only have 30 more seconds of this candle. Again, our 5-minute ranges have been 33, so maybe we can make a trade. Hmm. 1 second left. Yeah, maybe unfortunately be the candle after this candle to kind of give us a good direction. Right now these guys are just hugging and kissing so much. This is our first time, look at that, this is the first time that our 9 has passed over our 21. So starting to get some decent bullish sentiment. Let's see, 14. It'd still be a big stop though to jump in longs right now. 30, 40, 10 points. So there might be 20 points to the upside right now. But we're right at VWAP. Such a hard spot again. Such a hard spot to trade around VWAP. We've been here for 15 minutes now. So that's one thing I'd say about trading live. It's helped me a lot because I can talk out loud and it slows me down and stuff like that. But then there's that extra little silly pressure that's not really there, but it is there, of like, people are here, so make a trade, right? That's what the people want. The people want trades. So it's a mixture of sitting here and thinking like, all right, is this the perfect setup for a trade yet? No. Is it close to one? Kind of. So it's like, do you wait another 5 or 10 minutes for that perfect setup? Which people don't really want. Nobody really wants to sit for 10 minutes and watch nothing happen. Or do you put those little trades on and then you're like, you know what? It might work out. Give the people what they want. They want to see a win or they want to see some blood. So yeah, just a curiosity. Oh, Giovanni, sorry, man. I don't. So another thing, I need more screens. Just like Charles knows, I need more screens. I need another dedicated like OBS and chat screen so that I can see guys all the time. These white lines, I have no friggin' idea, man. Trend line channel, no ticks. I almost thought you told me to do it. I don't agree, my man. You are trading for your family, not YouTube. YouTube will grow the more success you have. Trade for you, not us. Don't be pressured, be patient. Man, look at that. Did ChatGTP write that? That's a beautiful sentiment, man. Yeah, and I agree with you too, you know, and that's what I'm getting better at doing is, you know, trade for the, you know, I don't know, points. And if the points come, then everything else will correctly follow, if that makes sense. I almost thought that, nope, I learned that. I almost thought that you had told me to download this. I don't know, you know, a lot of people will just chime in and be like, hey, this is a good indicator. And so I'll try it out. I'm not sure who suggested this one, but it's just trend lines and channels, I think. It does seem to be pretty darn accurate, though. I mean, if we break the line, usually we only break it for 1 or 2 candles, I would say. And then it usually springboards back in the other direction, unless it's a huge trend day. You know, like this is just massive, massive, massive sell-off. Then dotted line is obviously midpoint, upper line is high point of it. Good news. Super sad day. Blew my Combine account. Lost 1,100 today. No, dude. At 10:35. I was in long, studying the blink of an eye. The market dropped 100. What? What were you trading? 10:35. What? At 10:35 London time. No, dude. That stinks. Are you doing one account? Yeah, I'm only at the moment I'm only doing one. It's the Legends. I've been cycling through a couple of them. Like this is my 25K account. Shoot, I don't even know. I have like 7 or 8 accounts right now. This is the other one. This is the one I was messing with a little bit yesterday. So I don't copy trade or anything like that. I don't even know if you can copy trade with Legends. So I have enough accounts. I honestly should start being a little bit more, again, aggressive, but I don't know. At the same time, it's like I'm trying to still, I guess, zone in or hone in on exactly what my strategy and style is. Like this was kind of against my strategy, which is why I only went in with 2, you know, and then it went against me, and that's how I lost my 100. So those are the things I got to reaffirm and remind myself don't do. That was more of our hope and poke style. And that's what any trade around right here would be as well. This would purely just be kind of a hope and poke. There's just a lot of big, huge wicks on these 5 minutes. It's in a range, trying to break out, still in a range, let it decide, then confirm. Yeah. Don't be early. Basically without accounts right now. Good news. No, dude. Do not trade just because you feel the pressure, bro. Yeah. Shoot, dude. I'm sorry to hear that, man. And I mean, that's one of the, we're not really, I don't even know how to give away accounts. If I just started buying my own accounts to give away, I got to look that up as well. How can I give away accounts? Because that'd be a thing to do too. I probably got to just start buying some accounts that I can give to people too. Especially a situation like this, man. Good news. I would give you an account as soon as I get 500 subscribers. Then I can start applying to all the affiliate links and stuff like that. So then I'm hoping, that they'll give me some accounts as well. And same thing. Then we can start, making it rain accounts on you guys. Less I trade, better, and more money I receive. Patience is always good. Noah mentioned the ATR, average true range. Every candle I see bounces back and closes inside. So why did you take the trade under it? Yeah, man. Yeah, listen. Hey. 100% true. And man, those are the ones, like, again, it blows my mind that, there's the Greg that's live. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20 for everybody, but there's live Greg, and then there's hindsight Greg. That when I go back tonight and I look at the stream and I'm like, why the fuck did you make that trade? Like, I'll literally, like, while I'm just sitting there watching, like, the chart and stuff like that, and I'll just be thinking in my head, why is he making this trade right now? And then I'll make the trade, and I'm like, all right, there you go, he did it. And it's like, where's he going to put a stop? And I'm like, oh, fuck, all right, that's an interesting one. I mean, again, getting better at that too, but yeah. No, man. Listen. I'll never think that you guys are being jerks. Not at all. I'm definitely 100% not a sensitive person, and I'm very I can't remember the correct word. Sarcastic. Generally speaking, sarcastic myself. So, yeah, same thing. If I ever, like, I always have to, like, say that as well. I'm not disparaging anybody. Whenever I talk about Patrick or Roche or anything else, like, somebody commented, and he probably didn't mean it either, but commented after I was talking about Roche, like, hey, yeah, he makes millions. And I'm like, oh, yeah. Not saying he was a bad trader. Like, I think he's a phenomenal trader, actually. So 100% not disparaging the guy. It's always interesting, the way that you speak your words versus the way that they're received sometimes. 1NQ. Dang, dude. 1NQ just friggin' slapped you. Always wait for 5-minute closure. Yeah. Yeah, so then again, same thing. Now we're right in the midline. Though the person that told me to download this, that's what he would base it off of, is once it's at midline, well, I think it would be wait till it gets to midline, and then you can take the trade in the direction, and then that's your exit, That should always be your exit, not your entry. So yeah, you're 100% right. When you look back at it, which I'm going to do tonight, I'm going to be like, son of a bitch. Okay, so it's outside the line. Blah, 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 blah. But also, so again, this is 9:30, and I usually don't trade for the first 5 minutes now because I learned that lesson. But also, you'll see when the market's really volatile and it first opens, well, here's 9:30 over here. But once it starts sledging off, if it gets underneath it, it can stay underneath it for a little bit if you're getting good direction and volume. But I guess this is all the way down at 11 o'clock, so probably got to start paying attention to timing a little as well. Man, well, I guess I was right about not just jumping in, It's been kind of just wiki and boring. Wiki and boring, wicked and boring, wicked and boring. That 9 just barely crossing over isn't bullish. One red candle, 20-point drop will be the opposite. 9 just breaking back under, going flat like that on top of each other means range. Yup. Bro, thanks, just the thought means a lot. Hope you do bag them cash with trading and YouTube. I appreciate you, buddies. Yeah, man, that's what we're here for, I mean, it's a journey for everybody. And hell yeah, I just can't wait to get to that point where I can start really affecting other people's lives as well. That would be a beautiful and amazing thing. Yeah, that would be very cool. Today was the weekly options expiry. No way. GPT, a good move in the morning, but gave back twice that in the sideways market. Just killed my premiums. No. Coincidentally enough, too, I just had that thought this morning. I was like, stocks are starting to I'm starting to read stocks a lot better as well. And I haven't played options in like 2 years or something. I was like, maybe it's time. Maybe it's time to put in an option buy once in a while. And then that's literally what I remembered is, man, those premiums, and just depending on when you buy it and stuff like that. I mean, at least we're outside of earnings season again a little bit, so at least you don't have the insane premium. But yeah, the option decay is just crazy. You could buy what you think is a good buy. The stock can still continually to go up, and while the stock's going up, your options keep getting less and less and less just because you bought at the wrong premium, basically. Yeah, possible rate cut. Market would go crazy. Yeah, I agree. Actually, again, I've just been so in the weeds lately with the laser shop and a few different things. There's a few things that are slipping, and that's obviously a big one. Rate cut abilities. Yeah, I guess we're anticipating a 0.25. Oh, still waiting for the market to do something. We still have a 30 ATR. Net sell during earnings are great. If you're bullish, sell a put credit spread under price action. Be a premium collector, but still bullish. Premiums jump during earnings. Yeah, I did the beginning of this year, beginning of 2025. So I guess I did actually do a little bit of options. But I did it specifically for that. I bought some options of AMD, and then I was selling covered calls for AMD options. So we made, I mean, it was kind of bad timing though, because I was making money on the premiums, but then I was losing so much money on the underlying. Like I can't even remember what I bought it at anymore. But let's say I bought it at like maybe the 130s, and then it drops down to the hundreds or to the 90s. So at least I didn't lose my stock. I kept making the premium on it. But I can't remember now. I almost might have cashed out the stock as a whole close to a loss, which is pretty painful to say because obviously it went from the 130s up to like the 260s or something along those lines. Greg, man, change my username back to good news from Zetsupian. Oh, Zetsupian, yeah, dude. Anyway, notice you went from just one watching me to now 7 to 10. Dude, I know, man. Slowly, right? I've been getting really excited about it, actually. This has been a good day of streaming, yeah. We got 7 watching right now. We appreciate the hell out of each and every one of yous. Yeah, it's a beautiful thing. And then Friday's stream as well. We went up to almost 300 people. That's crazy to me. I mean, and 300 is not a lot. Well, it is a lot. It's a lot to me. I don't know. It's a weird way to say it. Like when you compare it to Patrick, when you compare it to others, he's getting like 30,000, right? So 300 compared to 30 isn't a lot. But imagine 300 people right now just showing up to your house and just watching you. That's kind of nuts when you think about it that way. Like 300 people showed up to see, hey, what is he talking about? So that's very, very, very cool. Man. As I say that, we're stuck in a 20, 30 point range for the last 25 minutes, and we've just been sitting here. Sorry, gang, for all those that tuned in to watch paint dry. But again, I guess these are the things that people need to learn as well, right? I guess most traders need to learn patience, right? It's got to be like the number one thing that we have to learn is patience. like setups and all that stuff too is well and good, but without patience, you're kind of effed. So maybe by me not trading and people are watching me, maybe they're not trading as well, and that patience will help out a little. Prop firms are blessing. They do know how to take our money, but hey, it's a win-win situation. Until I discovered day trading with prop firms. Yeah, agreed. It is a huge blessing. It's kind of nuts. Though the one thing that pisses me off, and maybe you guys can help me out, maybe you guys know how to change this. In regular Trade of 8 or full Trade of 8, you can change it from showing the monetary value of the trade to showing the points of the trade instead. Insanely enough, I don't think you can do that in a prop firm, right? Like in Trade of 8 right now. This is Legends Prop Firm Trade of 8 or whatever. I can't find the settings where I can change it to just show me the points. And I think that prop firms are specifically doing that because it's a lot harder, right? It's a lot harder seeing the monetary value than seeing the points. Yeah, you cannot. Exactly. Good news. You cannot. That's friggin' insane to me. And it's 100% because of that. It's 100%. Like, if you see, you know, a $500 win or a $500 loss, like, it's a hell of a lot more intense than seeing, like, it's up 30 points or it's down 30 points or what have you, you know? Like, even with micros here, you know, you put 5 micros on and you're up $100 and you're like, okay, maybe that's not terrible. But if you're up, wait, no. If you do 5 micros and you're up $100, yeah, you're thinking like, hey, $100 in one trade isn't too bad, so maybe let's cash out right now. But that's technically you're only up 10 points on that trade so far. So if you saw that you're only up 10 points instead of seeing that you're up $100, I think you'd stay in the trade a little bit longer, right? Because you'd be like, no, 10 points is enough. We need to get at least like 20 or 30 or whatever have you. Top Step does. Nice, man. Hey, I appreciate you, Giovanni. Thank you so much for stopping in, my man. It's always a pleasure, dude. We thoroughly appreciate you. Thank you for your insight and everything else. So Top Step, I've actually never traded Top Step before. I've traded a lot of the other ones, but again, my experience has been my experience at the BDH, so it's really been kind of his. So let me think. We did My Funded Futures, Funding Ticks, Apex, Legends now. That might be the only ones I've done so far. So yeah, I still got to do Top Step. There was one guy that I used to follow, Beginner Trader or something like that, that does his whole channel is just around news releases. So he doesn't really show himself trading live too often, but he's there for every news release, the, you know, CPI and PPI and all that silly stuff. Project X settings, charts and data, one chart value display type. Here you select the type. Yeah, John. Yeah, John from Beginner Trader. Yeah, he seems like a very good guy. Very, very good human being. So we're finally starting to slowly maybe get a break. Like here's SPX. Again, very slow potential bull flag forming. Really wicky candle. It had a tiny body, but it's getting some volume to it. And now NQ is just starting to push. This is our, well, not our first time above the range. We wicked above the range once. We got stalled out at 670 and then came all the way back down for that retest we were looking for and wanting, but usually you want it to happen a little faster. This is a very, very, very slow retest. We still have an average candle range of 30. And right now this is only a 10-point candle. So we're either going to go 20 points up and explode through our new daily high, or it's going to sink back down, get another retest, and then who knows, maybe we join the party. We haven't made a higher high yet though. Yeah, I like John. He's a good guy. He seems to do well too. He's got his play button. He's got his YouTube play button. PW's currently trading like 20 plus accounts. He is in on longs. Nice, man. Yeah, I mean, that was kind of a bull flag playing out. That does help a lot though, right? Especially when you trade 20 accounts. I mean, you can he always does minis, but that's a huge value right away. It either goes up, up or down. It's a very exciting value. That definitely brings in a lot of views. I was trying to see that actually if you could copy trade legends, because I was going to combine maybe 4 of these together. And then same thing, even if you just did, if you were copy trading 4 and you did 5 micros, then it's like you're doing 2 minis. So if you did 2 minis and held it for 30 points like we've been getting lately, like $1,200, is that right? That'd be like $1,200 on the screen. So that would be pretty darn good, and you wouldn't feel too "Ugh" about it, Oh yeah, Apex. I know I didn't buy any. Apex did that Black Friday sale. I almost bought some, but I had all these legends, so I held off on it. But yeah, imagine 20 accounts, $3,000, like 60K in one day, 100%. Yeah, man, he lives a wild life. Real wild life. It's definitely the dream. So 67 down to 40. That's our 30 right there. What time is it? 10:32. I'm getting ready. I'm getting closer. Now that we've kind of respected VWAP, our EMAs are curling up. Our 9 has finally started to go above our 45. So we're just showing really, really, really good direction. I still don't like how wicky everything is, if I'm being honest, but it just is what it is. So I think sooner than later we're going to jump in, and presumably it's going to be a long. 50% of the move would be all the way up to the 700s. So we'd get about 50 points out of it still.
Daddy, I found our duck.
I
Seriously,
don't
I found our duck.
I don't think so,
Look
baby.
it, but it's fully grown now. Look it, it's right there. Look it. It's right there. I found our duck.
Yeah. That's a Muscovy. That's definitely not ours. Mom was checking just in case, but yeah, I can see it has a red head.
Oh yeah.
It's a red and white.
I didn't see the red head. I
Yeah.
didn't see the red or white.
That would be friggin' nuts, though, man.
If I found our duck,
Yeah, and it was in the stinking lake. I'd be blown away.
what would you do?
We'd have to get the paddleboard.
I would not even get the paddleboard. I would just go out there and get it.
It's some cold water, bud. All right, 40 more seconds left. No, 20 more seconds left. Sorry. Let's see. Man, getting stinking critical area, Greg. Careful. Dang it, Jose. Thank you. Thanks, Jose. You see me itching, man. Look at you guys. You see me itching. You give me good advice. After blowing them accounts, just chilling, playing FC26. And working, no pressure. I might not trade for a bit. Yeah, dude, it always gets disappointing, right? When you hit those setbacks. It's always really, really hard to kind of decide, right? You get so frustrated with it. The best thing I could say is, I mean, don't walk away from trading, but just go back to paper trading, even if it's just for 2 days. You'll just feel a world of difference. But again, paper trade smartly. Don't go God mode in the sandbox and put on like 20 con minis or anything like that. and just blow it down to 20K and then reset that account to 50 or anything like that. Just sneak in and just go for points, right? Go back into a demo, go back into the sandbox mode, go down to like 2 micros and just go for points. See if you can get like a 40-point trade, and then see if you can get like a 50-point, and then see if you can get a 60-point, things like that. For major comeback, guys, let's win. Man, yeah, critical area. I mean, I don't know. It seems like it's curling up though, right? But fuck. ES curled back down into its 15-minute range. Q's curled back down. Q's might have just came back to hit the EMA though. Nvidia, yeah, just been barcoding all day. Frustrating day, guys. Very frustrating. I really want to put something on here. I'm getting crazy FOMO. Not FOMO, I'm just getting crazy sitting here and want to friggin' do something. 40 to 57. 42.57. So this is only 1/3 of the move so far. We still have 2/3 of the move to still happen. Well, like half the move. Presumably it's got to go up. I mean, this is kind of the crazy thing of today. This is now 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50. This has been an hour. And it's only a 50-point range. An hour to go up 50 points. That's definitely an account blower right there. If you're on the 1 minute and you're trying to just pop, 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 pop. Wow, dude, look at this 1 minute. If I looked at the 1 minute, I honestly wouldn't even trade today. I'd have been like, you know what, I'm going home. That's crazy looking on the 1 minute. Wow. At the same time though, look at on the 1 minute, all the kind of stuff is there for you to be able to go long. At least we're above VWAP, we're above the EMAs. We've been respecting this little dotted line. No way. So tempted to punch long right now. I'm so friggin' tempted. Which again, there's no reason to. Just minus the fact that it wouldn't be a terrible stop. It'd only be a 13-point stop, I guess, but we haven't made a new high yet. Ooh. Exponential reacts in real time with NQ. Man, look at that. I got absorbed into the charts for a couple minutes and kind of forgot about you guys. Let's see. 4 hours still bullish above 200 EMA. Wait for retracement. Yes, it looks bullish, but let's be careful. Thanks, Jose. You're right. No pressure. Good job, guys. Ranging, volatility, index indicator helps a lot if you're trading 235. The exponential reacts in real time. Interesting. Volatility indicator. Wish I have so many damn indicators on here now. Let's add another one. Volatility. Did you just do the ATR or do the mass index? Ugh. Too much stuff on the screen. So what volatility do you like it to be at? Oh, that's kind of what I had up there anyways. Oh man, I'm not even on this screen. Damn, still pushing. Shoot, shoot, shoot. And we pushed to a new high. I just missed that whole thing. Five seconds left of this candle. Well, this is a 5 minute though. 46.62. Darn it, we could have gotten 20 points out of it. I mean, just continually trending up, continually trending up, continually trending up. Gotta enter the trade and walk away. 10:42. Looking at the 1 hour. Maybe like 677 would be our next resistance point. We kind of hit 670 right now though. 670, 680s. Again, our Londons, our Asian 697, then 712. Then SPX is just slowly losing steam though. Conflicting ideas. Nvidia's pushing, so this will be kind of the decider for NQ, I guess. If Nvidia keeps pushing, we'll keep pushing. If it decides to drop down, Qs will drop down. We'll kind of match SPX. XPX will probably drop down. That'll increase us. 930 to 943. Still pushing. I think we gotta just enter long sooner than later. On the next 5 minute candle. Next 5 minute candle, let's see if it can come down to 652 and then we'll enter longs potentially. Got 45 seconds left. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. 30 seconds. Average points is still 30 on this thing, so again, maybe it drops down to like 50s, and then we can enter the long. Look at that push. Alright, so 80, 5, 6, 7, 8, 50. Yeah, if we can get it down into the 50s. If I can have it retest like this 9 right here, I think we'll enter longs. Longies. Come on, silly Nasdaq. Been sitting here all day. 693. Mm, 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 mm. 82.72. That's 10 points already. Really want to get it down in like this range though. All right, 2 filled at 660, which again, we're a little early. A little bit early here. All right, so we only have 2 on at the moment. I'm still kind of hoping, I guess, that it comes down to like maybe this 52 range. And then stops down here at the 38s basically. But hopefully trend keeps continuing. Let us see. Just tapped in my third at 653. Now with any hope, 646 would be our low. If it breaks 646, which is kind of doing right now, that's not the greatest sign in the world for us. Yeah, shoot. I might move this guy down just a little bit to give us a little more breathing room. Man, dancing around it, no good. Yeah, SPX and everybody else is falling now as well. Well, you guys were right about the, hey, let's use caution. Which now 82 to 37. 4, 5, 6, 7. It's like a 45 point move compared to our 30-point average. Ah, damn it. There you go. Just stopped me out of 2. Presumably now everything else is looking real weak. I'm guessing the third one's going to get tapped sooner than later here. And just on to the next one. Man, look at that though. After waiting out, just waiting on the sidelines, waiting on the sidelines, waiting on the sidelines, waiting on the sidelines. And then finally the candle that you enter in is the candle that ends up being the big kind of kaboomer. That stinks. Let's see. Oh, it's 10:49. That's the only thing that might help out this trade is in 20 seconds we have our 1050 volume. So that usually gives us a little bit of volatility. Dang it, it stinks that we got stopped out. I should have moved that just a little bit more. But you shouldn't move stops too much, really. Let's just see. I mean, the direction might be down now. This might be our lower high, and then we're just going to start sledging. Damn. Back up to what would have been break even. That stinks. We end up losing 97 on that push down. Which I guess this would basically give this would give that loss back. That's it. That would be a little silly. Look at this thing push now. Darn it. Now it's doing exactly what we wanted it to do. Why couldn't it have done it? Timing is everything, right? Frustrating timing. Why couldn't it have done it before I got stopped out? Or again, look at that stop. I mean, the market makers are watching my dang stream. I didn't think with my my 170 followers that they'd really watch me like that. But come on, look at that. I mean, that's like picture perfect. You cannot have a worse stop than that. We're getting close to our average range again, so I guess we might let this one, I don't know, I'm conflicted. We're up 20 points on it. I should almost let it get, I should almost take it because we're near the top of these guys. What are the chances we're going to break through this time? And we still got 3 minutes left on this candle. Six, 7. Man, so frustrating again, though. Stopped out just for it to rip right afterwards. Still 2.5 minutes left of this one. Man, I don't know. It's always a hard one when you're in a trade like this. When to take the profit on it. I mean, we're up 20 points, so that's pretty darn good, but it's just 1 micro, so it's not good enough, right? And it's going in the right direction at the moment. It's just, again, with a 30-point average candle. I know, right? Look at that, $40 up. I know it, man. Oh. Let's go. I know, if I hadn't got stopped out of that one, it would have been at least a little better. We'd be up like 120 right now. Stinking thing. Alright, I'm going to move my stop now. Probably going to get stopped out, but at least we're getting 20 points on that one. Then the hope would be in 2 minutes, or a minute and a half, maybe we come back down, try to re-enter in the 50s, targeting for that push back up. Count's not doing great today, though. Now we're down probably, yeah, we're down 180. So we need to get it back. Gonna start itching. Start getting the twitches. Let's see how the market as a whole is right now. What is the market doing? Actually, the market's looking pretty good as a whole. Google's starting to sneak up. Tesla's going up. Everything's going up. Yeah, this is gonna be, I don't know. It's hard to be biased on it, but I feel like today's going to be just an up day now. We should be able to target 700. We have a little pivot point right here at 710. We only have 40 seconds left of this candle. I'm going to probably try to punch in long somewhere here again. Damn, I still can't believe that. It's so dumb. Stopped out right before it curled back up. 25-point stop. I don't know. I mean, that's it's kind of a realistic good stop. You know, I don't want to be in the habit of taking like 40 or 50-point stops, because again, we want to switch to minis, not to micros. All right, let's see. She's pushing hard, pushing real hard. What kind of reaction down are we gonna get? Man, that would be, again, that Roche Capital. He would have, he'd be filled right now. He'd be in a long right now. Which I'm just trying to give it a little bit of time to settle, see if it settles at all. Basically, my previous entry, which is always silly, looks like that would be the good entry again. If we can get it down to the 660s, have it kind of bounce off this EMA here. Yeah. Or 640s, obviously. If you get a view up bounce, even better. But let's see. Let's see if we can get a little reaction down. Just a little farther, please. A little farther. Watch me make the same mistake I made over here. I really want to punch in a buy just like right here. Catch it when it comes down. Which again, that's a premature front-loaded buy. So if you want to copy this, just keep in mind 60, 70, 80, 20 points, 80, yeah, 30 points. 30 points is our average. So it makes sense. Still have 3 minutes left. Though admittedly that wick isn't always great. Good news. Look at that, $40 up. So funny, man. I mean, again, right now we're really not trying to trade for monetary value. We're trying to trade for points. We're trying to get used to collecting bigger points so then we can keep averaging up and scaling up and things like that. So 20 points isn't atrocious, but 1 micro is very silly. Just wants to keep pushing. Frustrating little thing, isn't it? If we get, I'll probably, yeah, we'll see. If it doesn't sink soon, I'll probably take these buys away just for our 11 o'clock volatility. I gotta presume 11 o'clock is just gonna help us push up, but you never know. Same thing, like there's not a breakaway candle on anything, right? Everything, all the bodies are pretty close to the previous bodies, so I highly doubt this is just going to be a random breakaway candle. I think we're going to have to sink a little bit lower first. I think everything has to sink a little bit lower before we go up. If ups are the way. We got a minute left. Yeah, we're going to take away these buys for a sec. We need 11 o'clock to hit. 45 seconds. And then see what happens with our 1 hour. Based on our 1 hour, 660. That's what literally I just had. EMA is at 660 on the 1 hour as well. So I have to imagine, even if we're to go up, that we would drop down to 660 first. Let's see. We got 10 seconds. Boom. There we go. New candle. Let's see what she brings. New 1 hour, new 5 minute, new 1 minute. Just a whole bunch of new. New high. Still pushing, son of a gun. Because again, our target, unfortunately, would have been 700. And the next target would be 712. Then 730, then I'd be kind of out of targets, and we're getting so darn close to those already. Oh, frustrating. Frustrating. There we go. 5 seconds. Let's get a new candle out of her. 80, 90. Average range is still 30, and this is only a 20 or 10-point candle so far. The previous one was only a 10-point as well, though. Everything else still breaking out, man. I don't know. It was just such a. It's a hard one to. It's a hard one to enter and feel confident about, right? It's like you just have to go for it and hope for the best, but that's always a terrible way to trade. That's what I did down there, and that was my big loss. It'd be basically like this. I'm like, all right, this is the low point. Let's enter it. Now we're at the high point. We're like, hey, let's enter it because it just seems to be going up. Son of a beach. The FOMO is so bad right now. Anyone using eToro for investments? No. What is eToro? Sorry, eToro. I'm not using eToro.
We got a huge ass truck on the driveway. You gotta go out and say something to these construction workers because we got guests coming in. I don't know if they're here yet.
Where is it?
Like literally blocking our whole driveway.
Well, just have an excuse of why you need to leave the house right now, too. But yeah, we'll just do that. Oh, sorry, gang. So our immediate next door neighbor, let's see, what did we come up to? We went up to 703. Fucking hell, right? Oh, what a dumb day. And I got stopped out down here, which is so silly. Next door neighbor just tore down their house, and now they're building actually a huge house. They're building a 6,000 square foot one. And they're going to do 12-foot ceilings downstairs and 12-foot ceilings upstairs. So again, it's going to be a very nice house. But they just tore down, the old house. They're tearing down a whole bunch of the huge oak trees and stuff like that. They just have to make room for the house. There'll still be plenty left. Shoot, here we go. 11:05. We're still pushing. We might enter on this push. Stop at 680 maybe. 690, 700. It's been a 10-point so far. We're averaging 27. Try a little tester, a little teaser since we're just stinking sitting here. And we'll just target, shoot, I don't want to target that. We'll only target one up there. And we'll try to do a runner a little bit higher. I mean, again, these are unfortunately kind of small. Small little moves here. But yeah, giant friggin' construction trucks right now driving through our driveway and then cutting through, you know, the in-between cross section between my grass and the neighbor's grass and stuff like that. Which normally I don't care. I mean, it's you know, 3 acres. It's kind of like farm, right? I drive my SUVs and everything all over everything. Even my like 7-year-old like rips around, does donuts in the SUV. But a giant dump truck that's heavy as shit, it's a little different, you know. That's gonna break the irrigation lines and stuff. So we gotta shut that down. We gotta shut it down. Man, yeah, I'm entering on the stall out again, which is dumb. It's been a hard day of trading. It's been very, very kind of just such a slow trend, right? This is a very slow trend. It's only 100 points over an hour and a half. 100 points over an hour and a half. Ugh. So then it finally kind of starts hitting the stuff you want it to hit, and then you're like, fuck, FOMO'd. Not good. Probably going to come back to this EMA 670s. Originally, we were targeting 660 for a buy. Oh, I don't want to get stopped out again. We got stopped out on one. I'm going to bring this stop actually down to VWAP. And then we're going to stick to our original plan of when it comes down to 660, we're going to add more to it. Stupid thing. Hey Melly, what's up? How we doing today? Good to see you. Thank you so much for stopping in. It's always a pleasure. Don't forget to express your elf. And got stopped out at the perfect point once again. Now we do have a lower high, and this is now a lower low. But we'll see. Still on the 5-minute here. Still just not getting what we want out of her. The London high, 711. So you'd think we'd sweep that. We went up to 704. Definitely got a pivot point at 710. So unfortunately, I think we still got to target that, which is frustrating because we just got stopped out on this guy. I would love it to sink just a little farther. Come back, test the 660s, give us a little curl up. We'll add to this, and then hopefully we can target our 610 with a little bit more strength and conviction. Oh, you know what I always forget about? Sorry, this is just random. It just popped into my head. You guys don't care. But we have those construction trucks coming down our driveway. I forgot that we have a gate. We never close our gate. We have a gorgeous gate at the end of our driveway, like an electronic one, that we have like a remote clicker for and stuff, which we don't use because we get so many darn packages every single day. Our packages would get left on the outside of our gate right by the road, which would suck. Not that it's a busy road, but still. So we keep it open for the delivery drivers, but we could shut that down. And then those dump trucks won't be rumbling on through. $88 to $84. Man, we are slowing down so much too. Yeah, this is going to be a frustrating day where it just keeps doing these slow little grinds, and I bet you it'll have some spastic elevator shot straight down, and then it'll be a slow stinking grind back up. Damn it. Man, frustrating. Long seemed to be the way. Ugh. I honestly don't know what to do. I'm at just one of those weird stinking points. I want to add to this position so that we can make a little bit more money. Because again, our target is only 710. Such a tiny target. This is going to be a $20 profit, which is dumb, right? So we need to ride a lot more shares into this thing, but I don't want to position up right here at 690 and then have it come down and hit that 660 I was kind of expecting almost. Yeah, kind of a frustrating one. This is still showing good strength. That's annoying. My goat camera is offline right now too. Why would that be? The internet's not working. Huh. I don't even know what to do about that. That's for our Airbnb. Our Airbnb is out back, right? And our, goat pens are behind it and all that stuff. So the goat camera relies on the Airbnb's Wi-Fi, and it seems like that's down. We have guests in there right now, though. So do they screw up our internet? They're hacking our shit. Well, still sitting here waiting, gang. Average candle range is only 24 now for the 5 minutes, so we're getting real tight. 83. There we go. This is starting to push. We're finally at break even after getting stopped out on one, which is pretty dumb. Unfortunately, target is only 710. So again, it's a very small target, and we need a heck of a lot more. The only other thing I could say is if we do start rocking and rolling again, this is only 50% of the move is at 700. 100% would be all the way up at 750. So that would be nice. And I guess that could match up with the body of our 1 hour. like a 744, push up to 726, then maybe 744. Well, finally back to positive on it. Don't call it a comeback, chat. Don't call it a comeback. Charles is still holding his longs. Price target is 730. Well, we got a target here at 710 that we've been sitting on for 15 friggin' minutes, which we have a resistance point. I would move it if it wasn't for that resistance point. Because of that resistance point, we're probably just going to take it.
Order filled.
Yep, we just took it. So, I don't know. 10 points. Not proud of it, though, because we lost. 80 to 98. Lost 18 to make 10. That math doesn't math. That math isn't mathing. Let's see what this resistance point does. Otherwise, that's resistance point. That's also London high. So be a little bit careful, Charles. Oh, you're from the 638s. Don't be careful at all. Let her run. Let it run, buddy. Let her run. Which is what I probably should have done too. But again, resistance point. So who knows? $703, $710, $700. Came back one. Because I still want to, I don't know. No, I just want to be heavy. I want to be heavy in one move. I'm getting that, you know? Oh, getting all excited. This is a terrible time to trade. That's when you walk away, when you get a little bit too, Took a partial profit, 700. Good boy. Good man. I shouldn't say good boy. Good man. Good man, Charles. You get a gold star on the day, sir. Pizza's on you today. It's got to be chilly in Texas right now, right? You're still in Texas, aren't you, Charles? You're not 17. Stop. 17-year-old doesn't wait 4 months for a job. I'm at that age now where I forget my age. The dyslexia doesn't help, but... Oh yeah, and 17 doesn't trade, LOL. It's not allowed. True, but... Patrick, you know, Landon. Patrick's son Landon. What is he? He's 13 now or he's 14? I can't remember which one. But he trades, and he's a phenomenal trader. He's a very, very good trader. I mean, again, it always helps when you have basically an unlimited amount of accounts. So, you know, he'll blow up an account, but then he'll be up 1,400 on the other account that he didn't blow up, you know. It's going to be fun to see what he does. But it feels like 20. Fuck, dude. Yeah, I can't even deal with that. I mean, right now it's cold for us. It's like, I think low 50s. Low to mid 50s right here. Yeah, well, prop firms. It's not even a demo. Like, Patrick gives them his prop firm accounts. But, yeah. It's exactly, you're right. It's exactly. It's like trading it. Yeah, because who the hell cares? I mean, especially like, you know, when you make $20 million in a year and Apex does a discount where it's like $37 an account or something like that, or you can get it down to like maybe even $27 an account. When you make $20 million a year, and this is your livelihood, I mean, fuck, man, how many accounts is that? If you spend like 300 grand on accounts, let's see, that's 100,000 accounts. Yeah, it's 100,000 accounts. You literally have 100,000 accounts that if you made 20 million in this industry and you spent 300,000 on accounts during a good discount, you got 100,000 accounts. I mean, that's a lot. That's a fuck. I can't even just. The math is just getting a bit too much right now. But it's like you can literally trade and blow 100 accounts a day, right? Basically, like 80 accounts. King of all longs, dude. He's just the king of everything, right? He's the king. He's the king of kings. You got to kiss the ring. He's the king of kings. He did everything. He created the website. He created the entertainment. He created the BDH, the branding, and everything. I mean, you know, it is what it is. Again, especially when you could enter a long. It could go against you. You could blow up that account. You could re-enter the long, blow up that account, re-enter the long, and then that one finally works out. And you could be like, look at that. I'm a genius, you know? Let's not go too far. But he is great. Well, yeah, man, I just $20 million a year, right? That's a lot of money. That's a lot of money. And that's just because of your brand. I'm a lot more politically correct than he is, though. He gets a little outlandish. So we almost came down and tested this EMA. We would have had to come down to like the 683s. Came down to 690s, then popped back up again. So, unfortunately, the theme of today, impatiently patient, will continue. Yeah, I mean, if we could get like a 630 retest, that would be really good. 650 retest would be great. 680 retest. That's almost a good plan right there. As long as it doesn't wick too crazy or seem to be too volatile. We could put in buys at 680. Stops are basically like 670. It's only a 10-point stop. That wouldn't be terrible. And we're trading in the right direction. But it's a quick stop, you know, so you might get stopped out quick. 50s would be the easy stop, but then again, that's where you get stopped out, and then it friggin' goes up if you do it right there. So yeah, I would say that might be the good plan. Try to target 680 buys with a stop maybe at 670s, just to see if we can continue up. If it breaks 670s, then yeah, probably going to come down to maybe even test this channel. 642 or something like that, and then this is a really nice juicy order block at 627, and that's on the 5-minute again, so that's a very strong order block. Even on the 1-minute, it's agreeing. And then 660s, that was my original. Alright, fuck, more waiting and seeing. Lots of lovely waiting and seeings today. Alright, we'll let the nervous tinkles out. Too much excitement here today.
you done?
No, still.
Renters are out there.
Oh, really?
They're not out there. I just saw their car
Oh, good.
because I opened the garage to go check my car for something.
I gotta hear for the nice, freaking whatever, and we got this chaos going on.
It does say in the listing that there is home construction nearby, so like the listing is honest.
Are you listening?
The tractor stuff. Yeah. And then for the shower. Yeah. Do we have stakes?
No, it's in the States.
Those are fine.
Just they'll have anything, like even if it's,
Metal?
yeah, they'll have like, they might have like the 3 foot long or 4 foot long metal ones, and then we'll just cut them in fours or something. Yeah, careful.
The water's so hot. It's delicious.
I'm not having as good a day, I'm down like 200 bucks. But there's only 13 out of the current viewers in the play.
You better get better.
It's like stupid bucks. Maybe we should even just take a caution. Maybe we take the one that's in the ground right now and just move it.
Well, I don't want to touch what they have there in case they do that.
Definitely frustrating. All right, gang. We are back. We are excited. Let's see if we can actually do something here. So luckily the EMA curled up a little bit, so it's giving us a slightly better entry now, maybe a 685. If we can just get a little bit more of a sink, hopefully this kind of tests it, and then we can pop back up from there. I'm still thinking longs are in play. I mean, we did come up, oops, let's switch these screens. We did come up though and hit that resistance point 710, which was also the London highs. Ugh. Man, this is just a dumb day if I'm being honest. It's been a very frustrating day for me. Because it keeps being like, you know, it could. But then it's just been so slow. The moves have been so slow. And there's so much credence to both directions, you know. I mean, we've been basically just chugging up all morning, right? Literally all morning we've been chugging up. But we've technically hit price targets now that would give credence to us coming down instead. Or at the very least, you know, our 1 hour EMA is at 667. So I don't know. 728. I mean, I guess again that would be my next target. Would be 728, 730s if we can push up there 30 points from here. But do we push right now, or do we? I mean, that's a nice bottom candle on it already. So I guess I'd be kind of surprised if this flipped red to hit it and then for us to go up, especially since we only have a half an hour left. These guys all came down. They hit their 9s. Hit its 9. Hit its 9. Nvidia's just not doing shit today. Look at that. And that was yesterday's range. It's just been stuck right in the middle of yesterday's range. Oh, as I'm talking, we just had a big little drop down to 670. That was a quick wick. Real good response back off of it too. Shoot. Well, shoot. It's great to have a plan, right? And then you get punched in the mouth. So plan was, let's try to target buys at 680. Broke 680. Came all the way down. Tested our 21. Huge, beautiful wick back up. Wick top is right here. Oh. Shoot. I don't like that it dropped. I love the wick back up though. It's 11:32. The frustrating theme of today is let's practice patience. And unfortunately that's going to continue. Because we got to wait 2.5 more minutes to see what this next candle does. If the next candle breaks this candle, then we might be in the longs again to target at least 710. The only shitty thing is it's just so... The risk to reward just has not been here today. It's just dried up now. Trendy day. Slow trendy day. But then look at the 1 minute. Look at this barcodey mess. It's getting close. Retesting the 700s again. We got 1.5 minutes left. Just broke it. Still 1:10 left. Like, it just sucks when you're practicing patience and then this is an instance where you shouldn't have been patient. We talked about the 680 break and then it just reverted and ripped, and now we're not a part of it, and now we're back up to what our target would have been, 710. 20 seconds left. Let's see what this candle brings. This might be the one though. Might be the one. Oh, it broke. Oh, alright.
Order filled.
Alright, we're going to target our 725, 730 range now. I mean, shitty thing is technically your stop should be way the hell down here. So we'll have to kind of target these instead. And we'll have to feel this out kind of almost minute by minute. Usually I like to hold it a little bit better, but we're just in such a weird spot. We're right at this resistance point. And then the only other thing I don't love is, again, when candles are stacking like this, there's just kind of a good chance that this candle is going to come at least back down to here. But I'm kind of mixing a couple different theories here. That again, that Roche Capital guy that I've been following a little bit, he'll do trades like this. If it breaks the previous candle in the first 10 seconds, then he's going to buy. And then he'll just sit until it either hits or hits. We shall see. Right at that resistance point, giving us resistance. Move these down a little bit. I mean, this is kind of getting to be a big stop now, unfortunately, but I mean, shoot, we've been literally all day trending up. We've had some, you know, little wikis down that have thrown us off a little bit. Otherwise, the trend has just continued. We did come up. We took out London highs, though. London highs are at 710, and also pivot points at 710. So there's some resistance points here, gang. It's not the, this is kind of a hope and a poke. But we'll see. $11.37. I usually try to wrap up by 11:30 too, because things just start slowing down too much. So I guess what the hope here is, everything's curling just down a little bit. We're hoping that the 9 will be everybody's support again. So SPX comes down, IWM comes down a little more, Qs come down a little bit more. We come down just a little bit more. This is showing our, hold on, let's switch this to the 5 really quick. 690, 685. Huh, that's interesting. So that shows you the, look at this. This is NQ versus MNQ. So on NQ, its lowest price point that it hit on that previous 5-minute was 25,682. On MNQ, it came all the way down to 670. 670 compared to 684. So a 14-point difference in that drop down. How crazy is that? So M&Q had a lot more liquidity grabbed essentially than NQ. A little bit more volatile. Just a curiosity. Yeah, just again, not great. Not great that it came up and it hit its London high there and then just retraced. Careful.
What?
I said careful. Just don't lean too far forward. My wife just walked by naked to go to the laundry basket. That's why I was saying careful. You guys almost got a show. Wow, you know what I haven't done in forever is looked at the chat. Sorry, gang. I've been just abandoned you. I can't even talk anyways. I've been in my own friggin' world here. Just got tapped in on that 690 fill. No candle. Yeah, man, look at this. Sorry. I know, I just entered all these trades and I haven't been looking at anybody. There's no pressure. Yeah, let's see. No candle closure above the 700. Might go down, retest 670s. Stop there. There's no need to go back down. Let it keep going up to get me. I need to go now. Finish work. Time to lock in for FIFA 26. Dude, good news. Thank you so much for hanging out with us. If you're still here, man, thoroughly appreciate it. Sorry I kind of abandoned you guys for a sec. I just got tunnel vision here. What's up, Greg? Finally caught you live. Like seeing you at the BDH. Let's go. The Trading Cowboy. I appreciate you, bud. Thank you so much for stopping in, for hanging out with us, for checking us out real quick. Love the BDH, right? Great experience. Hopefully we'll get to go back someday. Or, same thing, hopefully Mr. Patrick will get to come over here. We're only in Orlando, so not that far away from him. Man, little early on this guy. We're going to move our stops just a little. Just a little in case it wants to come retest. VWAP, blah, 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 blah. We'll move this one down just a little bit as well. Then we'll kind of keep it there. But kind of not feeling great. Cashby, what's up, man? Thank you so much for stopping in. Again, we thoroughly appreciate you guys. I'm from Orlando, Florida. So the BDH is in Fort Lauderdale-ish.
No, it's not.
What? What do you mean?
Did you say Fort Myers?
No, I said Fort Lauderdale.
Oh.
Yeah. Yeah, so it's only like a 3-hour drive or something like that. Man, well, sorry for you, man. First time watching, and you entered right in on a red here. Look at this guy. Yipes. No way. And what's frustrating, too, is how, you know, what was it? I mean, unfortunately, now it's 30 minutes ago. We were really talking about that 660 retest is what we were targeting. And here we are, just slowly kind of grinding back down. Almost took this one. I guess I'm going to put it right underneath again. I got to stop moving these stops here, but put it right underneath the 21 just to give it that tiniest little cushion. But everybody else is starting to... Nice, man. First payout today. Hell yeah, dude. Very exciting news. Congratulations. Which prop firm was it with? And was it due to one of our trades, which would be kind of cool? Man, curling down so hard right now. We've been sitting around for like 2 hours just for this now. My funded, nice, MFF. My funded futures. I blew up a nice My Funded Futures account about 2 weeks ago. A moment of silence for the MFF.
Stop filled.
So stopped out on one. The other two are definitely going to get
Stop
snagged as well. Son of a gun. Which hopefully the theme doesn't continue where this is the rebound point for us to just rip right the heck back up. Nice, man. PW trades. Yeah, buddy. Yeah, man, if you get in a solid PW trade, those are exciting trades. We've had a couple good ones today, but then a couple not so good ones. Not this good monetary value, but we've been getting a couple 20-pointers today. Unfortunately, this guy is in the wrong direction. This is our biggest trade today in the wrong direction. Look at that. We hold it for 60 points. That's atrocious. And then, like I said, look at this, the asshole. The second I get out, boom, just wants to rip the hell back up. Son of a gun. That's disappointing. Should have held that original stop a lot tighter. And then I guess I shouldn't have doubled down into it, right? We're adding into a losing position, but it was more so... I mean, I was kind of targeting that EMA to be a potential bounce point, and it wasn't. Tough positions today. Tough positions. So VWAP all the way down here at 656 now. Our goat cam has been offline too. I hope that that's not because the internet. I hope the Wi-Fi isn't out at the trailer for some reason. I mean, we haven't gotten a message from him or anything. Which I would have loved to have seen, you know. Might be out feeding the goats right now.
I
Yeah. Man, I would love to get one more trade in. I'm starting to go a little bit beyond what I usually do here, but I would love to get, one more just nice juicy guy here. Spend time with my little kids. Oh, good news. Sorry, man. Again, I've just been kind of missing the chat here. I'm guessing you're gone by now, but I hope the kiddos have a good day. And good on you, too, for, step away from trade and hang out with the family. That's literally the whole point, right? Use your money to make money to get financial freedom so that you can hang out with the people that you care about. We homeschool our kiddos, too. So that's what I'll be doing soon as well.
Were you doing a lesson today?
Do you want me to?
I wasn't going to do anything with them today, given the fact that we were out so late last night.
Yeah.
I was going to give them a break today.
Ugh. I know, I'm like sore. My legs are all sore.
Aww. Too much partying.
Too much everything. Convention center. We had a 14-hour work day at the laser shop that we have. We had a Krampus Fest over the weekend. Did 650 cups, so that was a long day. Went to Disney yesterday. We were at Disney for, I don't know, until like 11 o'clock or something, it felt like. 10:30. Well, son of a bitch. Look at that. Came right back up to our entry point. We would have been flat on it. Man, our stops. I mean, that's a giant stop. That's a 60-point stop. You can't have a bigger stop than that. Because it already got borderline ridiculous, but how frustrating.
I'm running to Tractor Supply.
Alright, yeah, steaks and then that thing would be great. Yeah.
Wyatt's in his bed. Rory's right here.
Okay. Jeez, Wyatt's been in there all day.
As far as I can.
I know. He's just hanging out. Ah, son of a gun. All the stinking way back up. And we've just been waiting and waiting and waiting and waiting and waiting. I mean, the good news, we get a new 5-minute candle in 20 seconds here. So base a decision on that. We didn't break the previous candle high. We didn't break the previous candle low. So we got an inside candle here. Let's see what this next candle brings us, and hopefully we can get a stinking trade on. You'd almost presume, same thing, it'd come down at least to like a 676 retest. Unless this was the retest and now we're just going to start catapulting. Broke the previous candle. Right at 700. Push right back up to 710s. Everybody's curling up pretty good. Nvidia's curling up. Q's curling up. SPX, IWM. Shoot. Oh, man. Just one of those freaking days. One of those days, one of those days, one of those days. Let's get one more good one. One more good one. Darn it. Days like this are the random days where it's almost good to leave your computer and chart open, but you're not trading. Leave the room, right? Leave the room, go about your day, do your errands, stuff like that. And every like hour and a half, something like that, just pop back in, check to see where you're at, check to see where the charts are at, and things like that. And then if you're just lucky, to come in on one of those dip opportunities, and then you just sit in, you put the trade in, and you're good. It's one of those hard days where you've just been sitting here and sitting here and sitting here and sitting here and sitting here. You're getting so frustrated by sitting here that eventually you get to the point where you're like, fine, if you're going to go off, I'll take the trade. And then you take the wrong stinking trade. Look at that. I mean, literally how many just consolidating for so long. You get a real nice wick. And then just didn't work. So we didn't break to a new day high yet. But we're real stinking close. Which again, I think 730 at this point seems like it wants to get hit. But versus the low, I mean our low of day was 559. So it's been 250. We've gone up 250 since the Well, sorry, gang. This is getting to the boring hour, isn't it? Oh, shoot. There's a mental ugh. We're a little bit down on the day, which I absolutely hate. I hate walking away down on the day, but I also absolutely hate trading at 12 o'clock. Because the moves just slow down so much. But then you'll get random like little spastic moves that are usually against the direction that you want it to go. So you're like hoping to squeeze 10 or 15 points out of a 20-minute trade. And then while you're in that 20-minute trade, you're hoping that it doesn't have a 40-point just bomb to the downside. Just broke a new daily high. Well, yeah. Hold the longs, baby. Get it, Charles. Get that 730. Get that 730, boy. Man, I still agree with you, but I just keep entering at the wrong stinking time, waiting for it. Like this, we just broke a new high. Okay, let's go. I know, we're so stinking close at this point. It's got to hit, right? What are the chances it comes back down to 690 before it goes up? Or drops, 10 points before it goes up. Our average candle range is only 23. Only 23 points now. Come on, just a little retest. Get it back down to the 700s, and then we'll try long again. But I'm going to be so pissed if it drops all the way down to the 70s afterwards. I mean, we made a new higher high, right? So it should just keep going up at this point. But yeah, end all be all target is unfortunately only 20 points from here. So it's not like, again, my risk to reward has been so skewed and screwed up today. Same thing here. I was just trying to target 20 points here, and instead I took a 50-point loss instead, which would stink. Same thing. I almost want to target a buy here, but it's going to stink to put a stop loss down here. I don't know. I just don't know. Did SPX make a new? SPX, interestingly enough, did not make a new high on that push. What time is it? 11:58. We got a minute and a half before our new 1 hour. Oh my God. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we've taken 5 trades today. They have. Just a little more. I just want to get that 700. If I can get it for 700, I'll retry the longs. We're starting to kind of consolidate though. Oh, 670, 673. I mean, I guess if I'm being honest, I wouldn't be surprised about that either. If we just end up being in a range. Pops between 714 down to 673. Oh shoot, did I get a... Oh. And my pup isn't here today. He's getting his hair cut. That's the true issue. I don't got my support poodle. My emotional support poodle. Man, I'm almost at the level where I'm tempted to do a version play. Say, F it. Hit this bit short. Target that 695. Trying to form maybe a bull flag. Just been stuck at this resistance point. This is our 3rd time hitting it. Shoot. Literally paint dry type day. Sorry, gang. I'm just as frustrated as you guys are. Look at this. This last hour has just been bullshit. Just absolutely terrible. Just the slowest trend day ever. Alright.
Order filled.
We don't want to sit here anymore, so we're going to start punching some stuff in. I think 730 will be eventual. If it comes down a little bit lower, we'll try to add some more. 695. I might honestly add 674 as well, and then stop will be, shoot, you know. below VWAP, which is literally what I talked about on Monday. No, Friday. Talked about Friday that this is one of the things I kind of want to not do anymore because they're micros. I don't like that I get comfortable with like, yeah, you know what? Let's just punch one in now for the hope and poke, basically, to see if it comes up. You know. And then if it keeps slipping down, you keep adding to it. But those can start adding up once it keeps slipping, you know. We just had a real good launch up to 719 there. Stop loss at 670 for Charles. Yep. Well, there you go. We're up 20 points on it now. Unfortunately, it's just stinking one. We needed way more than that. Still pushing, though. Real good push now. Pretty darn close. We might just take her here.
Order filled.
So 16 points out of it, but only one stinking micro. Which means it's probably time for me to stop. Because our brain has slipped too far. Now we're trying to enter one tiny little thing for one tiny little move. Oh, she's so close, Charles. So close, buddy. Man, just a stinking trend day. Usually I'm really good at trend days too. This has not been one of those days. I've just been too impatient with this trend day. And I keep kind of waiting for, you know, I just kept waiting for, wait until it kind of retests, and then we'll enter, retest, and then we'll enter, retest, and then it just never kind of retested. It just kept chugging up, and then when I finally enter is when I decide, all right, well, let's try that retest now. But 1205, 728. Man, just because I got to get going, I'm going to try a reversion play, which I highly do not recommend doing. Don't recommend this at all, but we're just trying to get one last one before we leave here. So, again, completely against all the rules here, too. And this is why. Fucking hell. Yeah, we got to stop. You know, if we're above VWAP, if we're above EMAs, do not try to short. And here we are. Man, honestly, just looking at the previous candles, I was hoping that we would have a little bit more of a pullback down before it pushed, but that's why you don't go against trend direction, friends. Yeah, I definitely don't have a lot of confidence in this anymore. I wasn't expecting it to pop like that. I figured it would come down first, then pop. It usually doesn't pop and then come down, because obviously then we'd have, you know, a big old red-bodied candle, which we don't have too many of those. So, we're on the wrong side of her. But, hope and a poke. We'll see. This will be our last one, though, gang. And then we gotta sneak the heck out of here. Come on. Maybe. Maybe at least target the halfway point. Let's do it. In the name of what? Yeah, I know, dude. Charles, get out of here, man. Listen, I literally said before I did, I said, listen. Nobody follow this. This will be my last trade. And if I was to take a last trade, it'd be a really quick short, so I'm not in it for too long or anything else. And yeah, 100% against my rules and everything else. Just purely thought we'd have a quick little reversion. It went in the wrong direction, if I'm being honest. I wasn't expecting it to do that little pop-up first, which I'll protect it with a stop here. It'll probably get stopped out for nothing. Oh, no, that was a two-stop. No. Usually I fan those out in singles. That was dumb. I was trying to just take one off, and then I was going to target the other one lower. But in the name of science. Exactly, bud. Yeah, so again, that was a stupid trade. That was just a, I don't know. I knew I was about to walk away, so I was trying to just hope for a quick little reversion one. But yay, we both winning. All right, listen, gang. As always, I thoroughly... Can't even... See? It's time to end. Can't talk anymore. Thoroughly appreciate the heck out of all of you. I mean, this is an amazing day. This is an amazing day for streaming. We've had like 13 concurrent the entire time. Let me bring up one of my... Let me see this stat real quick here. Let's see. Average view, 12 minutes. Yeah, dude, 134 views already. 11 concurrent. You guys are killing it, man. I thoroughly appreciate that. That's so much fun. I mean, again, to compare it, it's like... You know, imagine 130 people were standing in this room with me right now, just watching. That's crazy. It's crazy to me. But again, appreciate you guys. I hope everybody has a phenomenal rest of your Tuesday. We'll see you again bright and early tomorrow. Probably around like 9:25, as long as we can wake up in time. But keep rocking and rolling. Everybody have a phenomenal day, and we'll see you again tomorrow.